I'm going to try for the 5th time today. There's a little fly on that one. They seem to be like little pollinator flies. I don't know. They land on the flowers, but these are some zinnias that were seedlings last week in the greenhouse, and I planted them here. And they're already popping up pretty good. And we got a mix of rose or blackberry. One of the two on there. It's mixed in here, and we're going to figure that out. I got these white trumpet morning glories. And these are going to go up and over that stick right there. And should put on a nice big show of white. You can see there's a lot of flower buds on there. And then I have some annuals out here this year. Some ones that are red, white, and blue, but I think there's no white flowers, and that's the edge of them. And they kind of cheated with the blue to use a darker purple, but that's okay, it'll be pretty. Should go over the edge of this basket. And then I got the lovey-dovey supertunias. They're real pretty flowers. This one's got a lot of buds coming out on it, so it should have a lot of flowers real quick. And this is the Bermuda Beach supertunia, and it's got a bunch of flower buds, and this one's finally starting to open today. I got some sweet peppers here, sweet banana peppers, and they're growing. Get little seedlings. This allium is 6 foot tall. I don't know, I haven't seen many that are super tall like this, but it opens up a nice purple flower. We got some phlox in there that are doing alright, and a primrose, and lavender. This is growing in there, as well as this is the red, white, and blue pansies they put together. Again, it's more of a purple color, but a little bit more blue and white flowers, and the red ones have been doing the best. This maple is kind of like a, seems like it's a weeping maple. I don't know what kind it is. It was here when we were first here, and it was just some sticks that were left, and somebody tried to chop it down. But it seems like it wants to weep over. The rhododendrons are doing good. We got that new growth on them. We got this is a lace, Japanese maple. I've got these perennials down here that I planted, the spring charm. So we'll see how they go and spread. This primrose is popping some flowers out now. These azalea is growing really good. After I cut it back so that it gets some nice strong branches. This next year it'll hold flowers. This rhodio's finally filling out. I had to really chop this one back. It had a lot of bad on it. The snapdragons are going awesome. We didn't plant these this year. They came back from last year, and they're on about a half-inch trunk of a tree, almost seems like now. One of the ever-blooming, I believe it's ever-blooming azalea with really pink flowers on it. I had to really chop this one back. There was no airflow. I think I still missed some. Yeah, there's a little black on that one right there. So I chopped most of that out to get some more airflow in here. And it opened up and allowed the column line to get some more sun right now. So it'll keep spreading. Those are going to be blue and white flowers. They're already budding there again. I'm not sure what that is. Might be a weed of some sort. And the hyacinths, there's one that kind of popped out a little bit and didn't go too good. I got some roses I planted there, hopefully rooting, and we put a fern in there, and there's some more little spring charm back there. There's weeds in here, but I've been trying to keep most of them out away from the flowers, but I also don't necessarily need to remove all of them right away, just because it'll help keep the soil here, because I don't have much mulch or compost on here yet. So next year it should grow better. I got some big Chalandan, I want to say, flowers right there. They're going to pop up. And some more LED orbs. Those really go good. This impatience been going good since I brought it home. And usually all the plants, unless it's like a really special one, most of the plants we've got have been on clearance, just because it's cheaper, and most of the time they give them love and they're really appreciative. I think I might have some salvia seedlings popping up in here. I'm not sure. I hope so. I can't get somebody to get that going. And then I've got more seedlings out here. Hyacinthus there. The basil there, that got a little waterlogged. We're really emptying out the greenhouse now because it's getting so hot. It's already record heat today. I think it's going to be record heat tomorrow for this area. And so we're trying to get stuff out of the greenhouse as well. And whatever plants that we can. We might just keep the lettuce in these containers. One got really just ate down because slug was in there. But it seems like our lettuces, especially that are planted in the garden, they really get to. So hopefully next year when we have our raised beds, we haven't been doing that because we haven't been able to afford to. So if you want to see a project go piece by piece, same with tools. Like this here, use this to water. It's just an old coffee pot, upper old coffee pot that we don't, got rid of the rest of it, but the picture's still good, so we use that for watering. And just some kitchen scissors. And I use this Safer brand. It seems to be really good for my tomatoes this year and some other plants. This is another one we got. We got this one at, I think it was Ace, and it was just, it was on clearance, and we grabbed it. It was really just a long tree, and you can see it's just putting a lot of buds now on. I used that Miracle-Gro Quick Start because it's what I had. I bought it a while ago when I tried to grow plants earlier, but it didn't turn out too well. But I still had that fertilizer, so I'm using it on that because it's high phosphorus for the flowers, and I'm not really eating the flowers. So this is our compost pile. We try to keep the plastic on it. That helps it retain heat, but also the condensation. Whatever will be lost to evaporation, a lot of it is kept in the compost pile. As you can see, the condensation on the inside is kept in the compost pile, so it doesn't have to have as much water. I still do give it a good chunk of water with pouring gas on the fire. I trimmed these tomatoes up today. I took some of the laurel leaves. I'm not sure about the Sweet Million down here, how it's going to do. This brandy wine right here, it is doing really good. And tomatoes have been really touchy. We had these out here pretty early, but we also covered them with plastic, especially at night, to keep the heat in, so they've been able to keep growing. And then we've got our mustard spinach that I put in here. And when I've been direct sowing, I didn't have luck doing it any other way really. So I've been direct sowing, and I just sow a bunch of seeds, and I just send them out as I go. And these seeds we didn't spend a bunch of money on. Some of them were on sale for a quarter or 75 cents. So it's not really a big deal if we use them and spend a bunch out. And then we got carrots here, and this is a little experiment right here that I'm doing. We planted the carrots in to start them in styrofoam cups. And you may think that, it's bad for the environment or whatever. Well, don't throw away the styrofoam cup after you're done with it. You can crumple it up, and there's some free amendment to soil that doesn't biodegrade that'll help keep it fluffy. And also these ones,